Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another beautiful Sunday here at the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. So wonderful to see you all, to be together this morning. We're going to start off with a couple of songs. I invite you to stand if that's comfortable. And I've been instructed to wait for the lyrics, so we're all on the same page. There we go. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. Oh, we are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. Oh, I am that I am. I am that I am. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. Oh, I am that I am. I am that I am. Oh, I am that I am. I am that I am. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. We are the harvest we reap.
Good morning. We are the harvest we reap. What a perfect song for a day that we're welcoming new members on board. So good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm Reverend Bonnie, the community spiritual leader here. And as usual, it's always a joy to be in front of you all on this beautiful, I just love fall in Las Cruces, such a beautiful day. So here at the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces, we are more than a Sunday service. We are a growing, heart-centered community grounded in spiritual principles and open-hearted love. If you're here for the first time, welcome. We're glad you found us, and hopefully you've gotten a new member, or not new member, yes, I want everybody to join us, a visitor packet. We have those in the back if you haven't, and in there is a gift certificate to the bookstore, so please be sure to pick one up. It also has a way for you to sign up for the newsletter, and hopefully everyone has been reading their newsletter because that has a lot more information in it than what I share with you from up here. And to those of you joining us online, hello and welcome, and YouTube later on. We're grateful for everyone who watches our services in whatever way possible. There's so much good unfolding. Be sure to check it out. And what I like now is our website is also interactive. You can go into the calendar, click on the event, and the information about the event will be present as well. Fabulous new stuff that's happening. So today, many of you probably saw the food getting set up. We are going to have our town hall and potluck after the service. If you didn't bring anything, I'm sure you can see there's plenty of food. So you're invited to stay. Please hang out and see what we're about. We're going to be sharing information with you from the board during our town hall. And the board is looking for what we're calling a recording angel. We need someone to come to the board meetings who's willing to take the minutes and just be present. We're not asking you to join the board per se, although if you are qualified and would like to, you are welcome to. But we would like someone that can just take the minutes, type them up for us, get them in the order that we need them. We have training and templates that we can provide. And as Yvette put here, you'll have our eternal gratitude. So if that sounds like your kind of sacred service that you could provide for us, either see me or Yvette after the service and let us know. We would love to have you do that. Or you can email us at our email. You'll also find out more details in your newsletter about what we're looking for, but we just need someone that can take the minutes for us during the service, or during the, what do we call that, board meeting. Thank you. All right, I'll get my life together up here. So like I said, we are welcoming on board some new members today. And for me, this is always an exciting time. It's a joyous occasion when we welcome formally new members to the CSL family here in the heart of Las Cruces. So what does it mean to be a member? It is a commitment to spiritual growth in an atmosphere of freedom to grow spiritually at your own pace and evolve your own working philosophy of ideas and beliefs. It is a commitment to building a life of joy, ease, and love in an environment where we recognize and embrace the importance of spiritual community in supporting and empowering our personal journey. What naturally flows is the growth of our community, and we're seeing that happen. It is so fabulous. It is an affirmation of alignment with the philosophy and teachings of the science of mind. It is an open statement in one's belief that their spiritual center is of great value personally. And it is having a sense of ownership in our center and expressing that ownership through the sharing of time, talent, and resources. And so I want to recognize all the things that people are doing as part of this community, and those that are already members, just take that into your heart again as we welcome some new members. At this time, our current board president, Beth, will come forward, and I will invite the new members to stand down below. Hopefully we can switch the video down to see them. Robert Steiner, Tina Waite, and Kelly Thomas, please come forward. Okay, when it's time, Beth, we'll get everybody. So I am going to say some things to you wonderful people. We're asking you to stand down there to make it easier because we've got him in a boot there that we don't need coming up the stairs. Yeah, no marathons today. This is both a joyous occasion and a contemplative one. By choosing to become a member of this center, you are making a commitment to grow spiritually and to focus this growth in fulfilling your dreams. For this is a place that believes that the spiritual power we seek is already living within us, eager to be discovered and expressed. Do you declare your commitment to grow spiritually and express this growth in fulfilling your dreams? I was going to say, if you do, say I do. So great. No. You've been practicing all week. Each of you have responded to the call of Spirit, whose desire it is to express its greatness and magnificence through you and to grow and expand your spiritual community. You are living proof that Spirit has a desire and its creation automatically responds to that desire. You are the living, breathing demonstration of God in action as the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. In the words of Ernest Holmes, our founder, and the essence of our teaching is, all is in God, and God is all there is. As you believe, so it is done unto you. Our duty in life is to love and live fully. And when you change your thinking, you change your life. By becoming a member, you are committing yourself to this universal truth teaching, this pathway that Ernest Holmes chose to name religious science or science of mind, a teaching that is now known through its centers for spiritual living. Do you declare your commitment to the study and application of this universal truth teaching as you have come to understand it? By becoming a member, you are helping to make a difference in the world, and you are joining with like-minded people all over the world who share a common vision. You are joining people of all faiths that fully embody the universal truths shared across all religions, ancient and new. CSL in the heart of Las Cruces is a place where people grow, and we do that by teaching and practicing the universal spiritual principles captured in the science of mind, and we live our vision, a world in loving partnership for the good of all. Do you support this vision? Our desire is to live life fully and consciously through inspiration, education, spiritual community, and service. We do this through 5 main spiritual practices: receptive prayer or meditation, affirmative prayer, also known as spiritual mind treatment, spiritual study, service, and conscious giving. Do you support and hold in your heart the desire to live life fully in this way? Would you like a chair? You're okay. All right. I just want to make sure. All right. This is good. I don't want you to have to stand too long. We are a spirit-centered community of light, love, and laughter that honors, the laughter you've already seen, isn't that great? That honors and celebrates the many paths to God. We celebrate the diversity of all people, of all religions and walks of life. Do you support the celebration of life in this way? So would you please sign our membership book then? Okay. And now our president will give you 2 carnations and your name tag. There's Kelly. Do you want to do one at a here? I can have it. Yeah, one at a time. Yay, Kelly. Kelly Thomas, Robert, and Tina. There they are, yay! Woo-hoo. So we're not done, y'all, hold on. You now have the rights and responsibilities of voting members of this spiritual community. We encourage you to attend our business meetings, to cast your vote, which is the annual meeting which takes place in late May or early June, and to come to our town hall meetings. Join our visioning sessions to contribute to the overall vision and decision and direction of this center. So now to the community, to all of you, please stand as you are able. Do you agree to be these new members' spiritual family, to welcome them and support them on this journey to which they have committed? Yay, thank you. In recognition of the commitment you have made to your spiritual growth and to the growth of our center, it is our joy to welcome you into our spiritual family. So now you can just say, hey, and welcome them, give them hugs after the service. Thank you. Thank you so much. Beautiful. And now I'm going to turn it over to our practitioner in service.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We believe in the power of prayer. My name is Beth, and I'm the practicing practitioner today. Sorry. And we believe in the power of prayer. We're big on prayer. We either call it the spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. If there's something in your heart, we invite you to fill out a prayer request card, which you will find in the back of the seats, or you can reach behind you if you're sitting up here. And you could drop these in the prayer box back there or put them in the plate when it goes by, or you can submit them online at any time at csl-lascruces.org. Your request will be lovingly held by our prayer team, a group of ministers and licensed practitioners from the 4 local New Thought communities. If you would like a one-on-one prayer today, look for a practitioner wearing a turquoise stole. They'll be available after the service. And we love to hear good news. Feel free to fill out a gratitude card and tell us what has been going well in your life. We'd love to celebrate it with you. And it's time for song, silence, and prayer.
No. Okay, thank you. You are a work of art, a brilliant light for all to see, perfect in every part, heaven and earth in harmony. The beauty of your face reveals a life of grace. You are a work of art, a masterpiece. I am a work of art, a brilliant light for all to see, perfect in every part, heaven and earth in harmony. The beauty of my face reveals a life of grace. I am a work of art, a masterpiece. We are a work of art, a brilliant light for all to see, perfect in every part, heaven and earth in harmony. The beauty of our face reveals a life of grace. We are a work of art, a masterpiece. We are a work of art,
Spirit is everything. It is love, light, and peace. It is all, as all, and through all. The one true source of all that is good. It expresses as me through me. It expresses as us through us. We are a part of it. It is all of us. It expresses through Yvette. Whatever we are here to hear, we hear. And we are grateful knowing she is Spirit expressing, and so it is. And for today's reading, it's from Ernest Holmes, This Thing Called You, page 7. You are already a spiritual being. When the mind understands this and embodies its essence, that which is invisible will become more apparent in the visible. You have concluded that this is true. You are reinforced by the wisdom of the ages and are rapidly becoming further reinforced through scientific investigation. Let us see if we cannot discover what blocks the way. We shall not discover any block in reality itself, but in our attitude toward it. Now that man has reached the stage of self-choice, he can temporarily, but not permanently, block the divine intention, and so it is.
Okay, now we're going to welcome Doug Adams, and he's going to do special music today. Yay!
Well, the days are getting shorter, the nights are getting longer, we're moving towards the solstice. This is a song. I'll sing the first line, and if you want to, I repeat it, join in after you hear it, but sing along with you. On the longest night, I will shine my light. Here we go. On the longest night, I will shine my light, and I am thankful, 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 thankful for the light. So that part you can do. The words go, never mind. When there's trouble on the land and sea, I will be the peace. When there's trouble on the land and seas, I will be the peace. Come on, and I am thankful, 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 thankful for the peace. When I don't feel the love, I will be the love. When I don't feel the love, I will be the love. And I am thankful, 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 thankful for the love. On the longest night, I will shine my light. On the longest night, I will shine my light. And I am thankful, 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 thankful for the light. Thank you. I'm thankful. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning, Yvette.
Let's see. I gotta do a little adjusting. Got a little book. It's buried. Good morning. My name is Yvette Trujillo, and I'm a practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living. I am also your Associate Director of Spiritual Operations, and it is my pleasure to be with you here today. Got to do my little honest keeper, or at least tracker, that I'm not very honest with my time. So, this week we are talking about hustling for heaven. Meg pulled up the graphic. She made the graphic for this week's, and I love it. It's that little, if you saw it up here earlier, or if you saw it in the newsletter, or if you saw it on the website, on the Facebook page, all the places. That little guy looks so tired. He has been hustling for heaven. So I want you to try, for the sake of this exercise today and for the sake of the talk today, there it is. Pobrecito. He looks so tired. Oh my gosh, that little guy. I want you to think about, that feeling. I'm sure that you've had this at some point in your life. That little whisper that you might hear that says, if I could just get it together. And hit that one more goal, that little bit of success, whatever that marker is. That one more checklist on my to-do list. If I could just get there, then I could finally rest. Right? I know that I have that on a daily basis. As I'm looking through my checklist of things that I have to get done, and I'm going down and the clock is ticking. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how many boxes did I check? And how many are left? And the feeling that I'm longing for in order to fill out that list, right? What is it that I'm going for? I want to have a sense of accomplishment. I want to have an experience of success. We live in a world. Sorry, I just got a flashback to the movie trailers. Imagine a world. So we live in a world that tells us all the time that peace, joy, and fulfillment are just one more achievement away. And we hustle. We hustle, not just for success, but actually we hustle for a sense of enoughness. We hustle for an experience of our wholeness, right? We're working towards it. We are striving for it. But what if heaven, that feeling of deep peace, joy, and connection, isn't something that we earn later, but something that we wake up to now, right? And for those of you that have been in these rooms for a little while, you get the distinction of the way that we talk about heaven here, compared to how you might have heard it talked about in other spiritual traditions, right? That is one of the key distinctions for me when I came to Science of Mind, and I heard the way that we talked about heaven. I was floored, because I was sure of I knew the way that I would get to heaven. I would arrive at heaven at some point, hopefully way off in the distant future. But today I want to explore the idea of heaven through three lenses. First, what is it really? What is heaven? And what is the shift that we go through from earning heaven to being heaven? And I want to talk about how the hustle keeps us chasing a false heaven, when the real one is already within us. So what is heaven?
What is it? What's your sense of heaven? What is your image of heaven? In many religions like Christianity, Judaism, Islam, heaven is seen as a place, a sacred destination after this life, beyond this life, where the soul returns to God, free from pain and full of peace and joy. Now that last part sounds really great. The last bit is terrific. So free from pain, where the soul returns to God, and full of peace and joy. The part that I always have a problem with is that it's after this life. I want it now. It's the reward for faith, devotion, and righteous living. It's a reward for a way of being. The fulfillment of a life lived in harmony with the divine. Not a bad idea, living in harmony with the divine. Sounds pretty good. But in the science of mind, heaven isn't a faraway destination. It's not somewhere that we will eventually one day get to. It's not a reward. It's a state of consciousness. That is transformative. If you haven't thought about this in a while, I invite you to settle into that. Because although when we're in these circles and we recognize that heaven is consciousness and not a place that we arrive at, that we earn, you can become blinded or numbed to the idea. And that we can begin to get hooked into an idea of heaven that is distorted from the one that we talk about. Right? It can be a little bit twisted, like a fun house of mirrors. Because heaven is an inner awareness of harmony. And if you can have an inner awareness of harmony right now, an inner awareness of joy right now, an inner awareness of peace right now, you are in heaven. Now, today, in this moment. Not something to earn, not something to strive for. It's that feeling of deep peace and joy that comes when we really know that God is right here. God is right here, expressing itself in, through, and as us. Ernest Holmes, who is the founder of this philosophy, says in The Science of Mind, heaven is within us, and we experience it to the degree that we become conscious of it. Heaven is within us right now. And the more that we awaken to love, the more that we awaken to the heavenly life that is right here. And we can do that in lots of different ways, right? I can see heaven in each of your faces right now. I can see the beauty in you. I experienced that in this beautiful, cool fall morning. I almost wore a sweater today. I'm like, okay, don't get crazy. It's not quite sweater weather. Not quite. But I can recognize and tune into the beauty of life right here and right now. And when I do that, I center myself in heaven. Not later, not getting there, but waking up to it now. In his book, Ernest Holmes says, this is this thing called You, which is one of my favorite books from Ernest Holmes. I brought the good copy. I have another copy that's chewed. The dogs loved it as well, but I thought I shouldn't probably bring that one today. He says on page 6, you want life to live through you. You want joy to express itself in you. You desire peace of mind and happiness, success, health, radiant living. How could you desire these things unless they already exist as possibilities? Is there not an echo within you, as though it came from some invisible source, a deep feeling, an intuitive something? You cannot quite put it into words, yet there it is, definite as your life. Heaven is something that is within you, that calls to you. A siren song that says, oh, my beloved, I am right here for you. Waking up to heaven is what happens when our thoughts and hearts line up with truth. When fear fades and love leads the way. It's easy to forget because it's so simple. It is so simple. Waking up to heaven is what happens when our thoughts and hearts line up with truth. When fear fades and love leads the way. That is heaven. So heaven isn't a destination, right? It's not the place, at least the way that we talk about it here, it's not the place that you're going to go to after you die. It's actually an experience that you get to have every single day, should you choose, or not, because you can also have the experience of hell. Welcome to freedom of choice. It can go either way. What is it that I'm choosing to put my attention on? That is the experience that I will have. So, again, in many religious traditions, heaven is connected to what is called atonement. Atonement. Have you heard of that term? Okay. So the idea is that we must earn our way back to God, that we've been separate and have to somehow make it right again. We have to atone for our original sin, right? That we come into the world, that there's something askew, and we need to fix that. We need to get right with God, get right with the Lord, and atone for our sin. Now, I had a really cool blessing several years ago. I got to work at the Center for Spiritual Living. No, that's where I am now. I got to work at the Center for Action and Contemplation. That's where I got to work, in the South Valley of Albuquerque with Father Richard Rohr. He's a Franciscan brother, and I got to work at his center. And he is just a delightful human being. And if you know his work, you know how beautifully he turns old ideas on their heads. He has a gentle and grounded way, but it is revolutionary, the way that he talks about God. Not as someone distant and demanding, but as love itself, always present and always inclusive. And this is from a Catholic priest, which is what I love, because that's not the way I grew up Catholic. And that was not the way that I saw God. That was not the way that I saw Jesus. And when I started to study Father Richard's work, I thought, well, this sounds really familiar. This sounds a whole lot like what we talk about here. Father Richard says in one of his daily meditations at the Center for Action and Contemplation, that's called At-One-ment, not atonement, breaking up old logic. He says, Jesus did not come to change the mind of God about humanity. It did not need changing. Jesus came to change the mind of humanity about God. The way that we think, the way that we have been taught that God sees us is twisted. And so what we need to heal and transform is the idea of how the divine sees us. He goes on to say, there is no bill to be paid. There is simply a union to be named. That is at-one-ment versus atonement. The realization that we were never separate from God to begin with. We were never separate from it. So in Father Rohr's Franciscan way of seeing and in the science of mind, same, heaven isn't a prize for later. It's not a prize that we have to earn. It's the experience of living in union with divine love now. So heaven begins the moment we stop trying to get to God and realize we're already in God. Right? We're trying to get to God. I'm trying to strive for God. Where is God? How do I get that in my life? I want it in my life. When we stop, when we realize and recognize that it's not something to go and get, that is when we wake up to the truth of who we are and where we live. So if heaven is within us, the question isn't how do we get there, but how do we wake up to it? How do we wake up to it? How do we quiet the noise of fear, judgment, and separation long enough to feel the divine peace rising from within us? How do we do that? My invitation today is for you to consider that maybe heaven isn't waiting for us somewhere else. Not even in the little somewhere else, not even in the little checkbox, not even in the next vacation. But maybe heaven is waiting for us every time we choose love over fear. Internally, it's waiting for us when we choose unity over division. Inside of us, that presence of heaven, that true, big, beautiful expression of the divine that is always available to us, is right there when we pick love and joy over hate and fear. Truth over illusion. So hustle for heaven. Back to that poor little guy in the picture who's so tired. It's not just about working hard. It's a whole mindset, this constant anxious whisper that drives us. I'll rest when I've earned it. Whenever I say that, I can hear how often that comes up in my mind daily. I'll rest when I've earned it. And it's not like I've earned it, the big deal. I'll rest when I finish the dishes. I'll rest when I get the cat and dog fed. I'll rest when whatever. That somehow we are waiting. And it's not that we don't do the things. Of course we do the things. We have to feed the cats and the dogs. We need to get the jobs accomplished. But to imagine that we are waiting for an experience of wholeness, of enoughness, of success, of joy, of the divine, when we check the box, see, that was not what we want to be doing. Sorry to those of you who have the headsets on. Okay, thank you. This idea of hustling for heaven is the belief that we have to do more, that we have to be more, that we have to get more before we are worthy of peace, love, and joy. And that comes straight out of that old atonement model, right? The idea that we have to prove ourselves to be accepted, to be loved by God. We've just traded the language of religion for the language of achievement. And we conflate the two all the time. Now, instead of earning our place in heaven, we hustle for the heaven of success, the next promotion, the perfect body, the dream house, the Instagram-worthy life. Whatever that is, the extra zero on your bank account. These are false idols that we are putting before us as gods, that we are putting before us as the stepping stones to heaven. So we hustle for heaven, for the heaven of health, right? Counting steps, cutting carbs, signing up for one more wellness class, because we secretly believe that if our body looks right, maybe we'll feel right. Feel right. We hustle for heaven, for the heaven of joy, chasing vacations, hobbies, even spiritual practices. Like they're items on a checklist towards enlightenment. Again, these are all really wonderful things to do and to engage in. They're terrific. But if we think that we must achieve them in order to be whole, in order to have the experience of heaven, that's where we have a little bit of the challenge. We hustle for the heaven of love, trying to be likable, trying to be lovable and easy to be around, as if love is something we have to earn rather than something that we are. Love is something that we are. It's not something that we have to earn. Our culture, God bless it. God bless our little sweet pumpkin culture. It rewards this kind of behavior, right? We're taught how to do this. We are celebrated for being busy, for being productive, right? How much did you get done? Oh, let's compare. How many hours did you work this week? We used to do that all the time. I worked at Amazon.com back in the day. And the story was that they would tell you, I'm tired. This is too many hours. I'm working 16 hours a day, 18 hours a day, 6 days a week. This is crazy. Like, there's 25 people behind you waiting for your job. Okie dokie. Hustling, 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 comparing. Did I do enough? Did I do as much as that person? Am I worthy? I know that in the evangelical tradition, I've heard people say, booked and blessed. I'm booked and blessed. I'm so busy. It's coming in. Nothing wrong with that, unless we start to think that that is the way that we deserve the divine. So I tend to think that this way of seeing hustling for heaven is a lot like processed foods. Like engineered foods. Have you ever heard of the thing where they, like, Doritos are engineered so that when you have a Dorito, there's this really big burst of flavor, like crunch and then it just dies, like the flavor ends, so that you keep going back for more. It's built that way. It's engineered. Now, Doritos may not be your thing. I get it. But that is the way that food that is engineered so that you get a big hit and then it ends. That's the hustle. We chase the next success, the next compliment, the next high, thinking that this one will finally fill us up. This one will finally do the trick and it will stick and I will feel forever peaceful, forever joyful, forever centered in the design, in the divine. But it's like that snack food. It's designed to fade fast. To keep us striving and consuming, proving instead of being. It's a manufactured heaven, right? That new pair of fancy shoes. Whatever it is, it's a manufactured heaven. And all the while, the real heaven, the deep, lasting nourishment of peace, love, and connection is quietly waiting within us to be noticed, to be seen. Heaven isn't achieved through effort. It's revealed through awareness. We don't hustle our way to heaven. We wake up to it. So what would it feel like to stop striving? Imagine that. What would it feel like to stop striving? To stop running after some faraway heaven and remember that the light of God is already within you. Just imagine that. Feel that in your body. What does that feel like? It's not a light you have to earn. It's not a light that you have to deserve, but the light that you've carried from the very beginning. Steady, whole, and enough. It's the same light that shines through laughter, through forgiveness, through every act of love. And when we let go of the hustle and rest in that light, we begin to taste heaven. Not as a someday promise, not as a place that we have to earn and get to, but as a living presence right here and right now. So this week, let's practice heaven. Let's practice it. Because it's a way of being. It's a different way of looking at heaven. Start by noticing the hustle that you're in when you're in it. When do you feel that anxious hum, that need to do more, to fix, to be more? When do you hear yourself thinking, once this is done, once I check this off my list, then I'll rest? That's your cue to wake up. That's your cue to wake up. Then pause in that moment when you hear the cue. Pause instead of push. Take one holy breath. Inhale. Feel it fill your chest. Exhale. Let your shoulders drop. That doorway is the way back to heaven. Maybe place a hand on your heart when you do that. Whisper, I am enough. I am already home. Because heaven isn't something that you have to reach for. It's something you return to each time you remember the light within you. You can return to it. So this week, when you catch yourself hustling for your worth or chasing the next high, pause long enough to feel that divine light rise again within you. Let it remind you, you don't need to earn heaven. You are made of it. Imagine the lights, the beams of light flying from your fingertips, coming out the top of your head. You are the light of heaven. It's not actually coming to you, it's coming out of you. What a beautiful image. Not the place to get to strive, to grab, to grasp, to crawl over other people to get to. It's coming out of you. You don't need to earn heaven. You are made of it. And when you live from that truth, from that still radiant light, you not only experience heaven within you, you make heaven visible for everyone around you. That is the gift of heaven. And so I invite practitioners, if they would please, to circle the room so that we can anchor this in prayer. And remember the truth of who we are. That beautiful light of heaven, always present. And so I know right here and right now, I center myself, I anchor myself in that truth that the one life, the one power and presence of spirit is right here and right now. It is in my breath. It fills my body. I am indeed being breathed by the divine. I am the divine inspiration. And as I remember this to be true, as I remember the truth that the power and presence of spirit is right here and right now, it is moving and breathing and having its way in, through, and as me, I know that absolutely to be true for every person that can hear my voice. That right here and right now, they are centered in the light of the divine. That it is indeed waiting for recognition. Waiting to be known. Waiting for the inward gaze. Shifting from the outward grasping. And once that is recognized, once that is seen, indeed, heaven is known. And so I know that this time of remembering, of learning, of touching into the truth that heaven is at hand, it is right here and right now, not something out in the distance. That this week, each and every one of us has the opportunity to touch into that heaven within. And that as we do that, we anchor in the realization that this is always available in the midst of chaos, in the midst of fear, in the midst of things feeling crazy and unhinged. Heaven is at hand because I see it. I know it from within. And so for this knowing, I am so deeply grateful for the opportunity to remember the essence of who we each are. We are that experience and expression of heaven, not just experiencing it for ourselves, but to indeed shine that light of heaven out into the world. I am so deeply, deeply grateful. I release this word into the law, knowing that it is done. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Namaste.
Trees of green, red roses too, I watch them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see sky of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed day, dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shake hands, say, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty, passing by, also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shake hands, say, how do you do? They really say it, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you for bringing all those aspects of heaven that we experience on this earth into the song. And let's thank Yvette for bringing that awareness to us today. Thank you so much. As above, so below. That is one of our principles, and she just brought that to life today. Well, I'm grateful. Can I announce? I'm grateful that prayer is answered pretty quickly. We have our board scribe, Jennifer Burke. So thank you. And as she said, she's been on the board several times before, so she knows what she's doing, and we're grateful to welcome you back. Thank you. Isn't that great? Mm-hmm. So now is the time that we consider opening our hearts and participating in that flow of abundance as we give to the center and affirm that good flows freely through our lives and out into this world. As you know, 10% of everything that comes into the center goes back out into our community. And this month, 10% that comes in is going to support Project Linus, which provides handmade blankets to children 0 to 18 who are seriously ill, traumatized, or otherwise in need. So I'm grateful for that. And I also want to encourage you as we think about our blessings to remember to hold all these beautiful hearts on our Hearts of Community board in your prayers and in your thoughts, because they've set intentions and we see them as part of that flow of abundance as well. And that our support and our love is supporting every one of those intentions on that board. So let's say our blessing together. It's okay. I can probably do it without the words. There we go. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, in me. And we will sing, I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And we are so grateful for all the love that flows in and out of this center. We're grateful for our new members as we gratefully welcome them on board. We are grateful for the love that they contribute to the already present love that is here. We know that everything that flows in and through here blesses us and continues to bless our greater community and the world. So we continue to be that light of heaven and allow it to express in and through us even more fully as we say together, And so it is. And so please remember, practitioners are available after the service to pray with you. They have on the turquoise stole like Beth and Judy here. And we have our town hall, so please stick around and enjoy some food and welcome in our new members. What are we singing today?
This little light of mine.
This little light of mine, perfect. We're gonna let it shine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. God gives me the gift of love, I'm gonna let it shine. God gives me the gift of love, I'm gonna let it shine. God gives me the gift of love, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Gratitude for this new day, I'm gonna let it shine. My gratitude for this new day, I'm gonna let it shine. My gratitude for this new day, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Have an absolutely shiny week, and please stay and enjoy food with us. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Yvette.